Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh, and we asked you, and you're answering. They asked, you're answering.
Yeah.
That's the way that it went, right? Yeah. Mary is back to break down the weather. It's the Gatorade. It's the Mercury.
Mercury's in Gatorade.
Okay. We have weather-related questions though, and these are really good, sent in by viewers.
Yes, we had so much fun yesterday. Let's get started with the next round. Matt McConnell and I are wondering, are some people just sensitive to the changes in barometric pressure? Is that why we feel it head to toe?
Oh yeah, it's a thing. Yeah. It's a thing. Okay, so there's a few things that take into account with this.
Okay.
So just look, if we can, are we gonna pull the graphic up?
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
Ooh, okay. So just think about this too. Low pressure, it's bad. High pressure is good, right? So with low pressure, you have your air converging as it rises. But with this, your muscle and tissues expand. That
with
pushes,
low pressure.
Yes, and that pressure, it pushes on your joints.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is this why? Because they say if there's a really big thunderstorm, sometimes women who are expecting can go into labor.
Oh my God, stop.
Is that because if the muscles are affected, this makes sense.
Yes,
this makes
it
total sense.
also matters with the nerves because then it gives the nerves, a little bit more room to kind of like hurt you, I guess. But also, if it moves through fast, it's going to hurt worse. Because if that area of low pressure, if it moves through even quicker, then yeah, it's a thing.
So weird. Whenever it's like
more noticeable,
colder and wet outside, my lower back screams. And I always attributed it to children ruining my body. But it sounds like there's a scientific reason. Sorry, kids.
It's all of it. Yeah, that's so interesting.
It is.
Ryan Bones wants to know, how do the clouds form rain and snow?
All right, well, let's go back to the water cycle. Right?
Yes.
Water travels in a cycle, right? It goes up as evaporation, forms clouds as condensation, and falls down as precipitation, right? That's the rhyme that I always say in my head. But the biggest thing, okay, so it's always cold in the clouds, right? We are getting super cold water droplets way up in the sky. So it all depends why do we have rain? Why do we have snow? It's because of the different layers in the atmosphere. So it's really cold, super high up in the sky, below freezing. And this is why if we have rain, it's all warm air above that freezing mark, above 32 degrees, and it just falls as rain. When you get freezing rain, you have a thin layer of 32 degrees, and that is why it refreezes. So it makes contact, rain falls, it's warm, boom, freezes when it reaches like 20 degrees.
So you said it's always colder in the atmosphere, right? Yeah. Higher up in the clouds, it's always cooler. So
those ice crystals, they get so heavy, they fall.
And that's why.
But so it comes out cold.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Snow.
Oh my goodness! I didn't realize that, and then it warms up by the time
and warm. But you have warm. I mean, you have super. Oh yeah, but we're talking super high up in the sky.
Okay, so 90-degree day. What is the difference between
that's the surface.
that's down here it's 90. What are we looking at up there? Like, is it 20 degrees cooler, 30 degrees cooler?
Yeah, the clouds are super cold water droplets. So that's how the clouds form, 32 degrees, super cold, yeah.
Science. I went to first grade orientation this morning and I'm learning nonstop.
Warm air rises, it evaporates, and then it cools. So
really interesting.
It really is.
Thanks, Mary.
I'm so happy to hear that my whole body is not falling apart.
It's not.
It's just the barometric pressure.
High pressure is the best. All good. Our bodies feel good.
Okay. Good Love it. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, speaking of those kids, should you be setting boundaries with them, even if it's over small things like them eating your food? We're talking about it after the break. Don't go anywhere.